Welcome to another Unit Circle Survival Guide. Today we're going to do a quick review of the acronym SOHCAHTOA. We use SOHCAHTOA to know which triangle side ratios belong to each trig function. So to start, let's draw a quick triangle in the first quadrant of a unit circle. So this is a right triangle when we use SOHCAHTOA, and our angle is the one formed with the point on the origin. So let's start first by sketching in a right triangle. Know that we use SOHCAHTOA for right triangles, and we'll be focusing on this particular angle formed by the initial side and the terminal side with a point on the origin. So let's label this angle theta. And now let's label the sides in relation to this angle theta. So looking across, we see the short leg will be the opposite. I'll abbreviate OPP. The other leg will be the adjacent. I'll abbreviate ADJ. And then of course we know the hypotenuse here is a radius of our unit circle. So for this review, all we're going to do is review the ratios for each trig function. So we have SO, SOH, CA, CAH, and TOA, TOA. So first let's look at SO. That helps us remember that the sine of theta will be equal to O stands for opposite, over H stands for hypotenuse. Easy enough, so that's SO, SOH. Next, we'll look at CAH. So we can say that the cosine of our theta angle is A, stands for adjacent, so it's the ratio of the adjacent side to the hypotenuse, the H. And finally, TOA, TOA. That helps us know that the tangent of our angle theta is equal to O, the opposite, over A, the adjacent. So we know these three trig ratios by using the acronym SOHCAHTOA. And if you know these three, then you'll know also their reciprocals. So those are in order: cosecant, which is the reciprocal of sine, secant, the reciprocal of cosine, and cotangent, the reciprocal of tangent. So to know those, all we have to do is flip the ratio. So let's write those out as well. Our reciprocals here. We have cosecant, abbreviated CSC, is just the ratio hypotenuse over opposite. Simply the reciprocal of sine. Okay, then the secant, abbreviated SEC, of our angle theta is just the hypotenuse over the adjacent. And finally, our cotangent, abbreviated COT, of theta is simply found by taking the adjacent over the opposite. So knowing these trig ratios is absolutely essential to being successful in trig. We use this all the time in finding exact values, and so we must know this to be able to calculate the values of our trig functions. Thanks for watching this quick review of the acronym SOHCAHTOA. Check the video description for links to more help with surviving the unit circle.